Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video here on FPL Now. Today we're going to be going over the recently announced double game week in 26. A lot of teams are playing twice. It's a big week to score a lot of points, so we're just going to be going over a few players to start thinking about bringing in before the game week 26 deadline in a few weeks. So if you're excited for the video, drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 50 likes. Leave a comment, who are you eyeing up already from one of the double game week teams. Subscribe if you're brand new. With all of that out of the way though, let's get into the video, and I really hope that you enjoy. So here we are with all of the teams that are doubling up in game week 26. So Arsenal have Brentford at home and Wolves at home, so two home fixtures there, very nice for Arsenal players. Burnley have Brighton away and then Tottenham at home. Crystal Palace have Chelsea at home and Watford away, but being in mind that Gallagher is not going to be playing both of those games. He is on loan from Chelsea, so if you do have Gallagher in your team, he's only going to be playing Watford away. He cannot play against Chelsea at home because that is his parent club. We have Leeds, who have got Man United at home, and then Liverpool away, so not a very attractive double game week there for Leeds players. We've got Liverpool, who has Norwich at home and Leeds at home, so a lot of triple captaincy talk for Mo Salah there, maybe even Trent if you're going to go that way. Tottenham have City away and then Burnley away. We've got Watford, who have Villa away and then Crystal Palace at home, and then Wolves have Leicester at home and Arsenal away. So as you can see, some very nice double game week fixtures there for the likes of Liverpool, more precisely. Arsenal have quite a nice one as well. Wolves isn't too bad, with Leicester at home and Arsenal away. The worst ones I'd say are probably Leeds. Tottenham, I mean, Tottenham's not too bad. They've got City away, which is a tough fixture, then Burnley away. Burnley, Brighton at home, Tottenham, Brighton away, Tottenham at home. Nothing really too crazy there. You're not really going to be wanting to bring Burnley players in. So let's go over like just a sheet of players that you could be thinking about bringing in. Again, this isn't a wildcard draft or anything like that. This is just a bunch of different players you could start thinking about bringing in. But mind you as well, if you are going to just bring in a bunch of Liverpool and Arsenal players, keep in mind that they both do blank in game week 27. So if you're not free hitting in game week 27, which a lot of people are doing, a lot of people are wild carding in a lot of players for this double game week, and then when they do have, you know, triple Liverpool and maybe like double Arsenal, they're just going to free hit in 27, so they don't have to worry about all those blanks. But if you don't have a free hit, or you're not thinking of free hitting, just keep in mind, don't fill your team with Arsenal and Liverpool players because they all blank in game week 27. As you can see from here, in game week 27, blank for Arsenal, blank for Liverpool. So yeah, you don't really want to be bringing in all of those players. But in goal, we have Ramsdale and Foster. Foster does double up in game week 26. Again, not the greatest fixtures, but not too bad. But if you did want to go for a different keeper, you could bring in Ramsdale. But again, both of his doubles are on either side of two blanks. So again, not a super attractive option to bring in. But if you are blanking in 27, you do have a player to bring in for game week 25, or you just bring in Ramsdale on the game week 26, then you could kind of work around that. But again, just to keep in mind, cannot stress it enough, the blank game weeks. And then Foster, just a really nice backup keeper to have anyway, does double in 26 as well. If you were going to have Foster and Ramsdale, you know, Foster does play in both game week 25 and 27. Not the greatest fixtures, being Brighton and then Man United away, but that is a way you could work around the whole Ramsdale situation. At the back, Tierney, Robertson, Trent. I've also put Kilman in this team as well, just because he's a very cheap Wolves option. They do double up in 26 as well. You can easily bench him for the first few fixtures and everything. And then they have some really nice fixtures going into game week 28. Crystal Palace, Everton, Leeds, Villa, Newcastle. We all see how good Wolves have been at the back, and he's just playing 90 in every single game as well. As you can see, just 90 just across the board. 4.5 mil. You could bring in someone like Cody as well, maybe a little bit more expensive, somebody like Semedo. But yeah, Kilman's just a nice cheap Wolves option if you wanted to get into that Wolves defense. I've also got Reguilon on this as well. Again, Reguilon didn't play in the last game, I don't believe. So is his place up for doubt a little bit? Maybe. But he does double in 26. You could go a little bit safer and bring in someone like Dyer, but obviously a lot less attacking than Reguilon. And then Trent and Robertson, again, just really nice fixtures. And then the most incredible double game week that we could have ever wished for, Norwich and Leeds, both at home. Like, you can't really ask for better than that. You generally can't. Like, the question is now though, do you bench boost? Do you triple captain? Like, if you wildcard now and get all these players and ready for game week 26, what do? Do you bench boost or triple captain? I personally think I'm just going to bring Salah in and triple captain him, because I hopefully won't have to wildcard. I think I already have like 6 double game week players for game week 26, so I'll probably just bring in a few more over the next few weeks and then have Salah triple captain him in game week 26 and then be okay with that. But yeah, Liverpool players, you're definitely going to want 3 Liverpool players for that double up. But it's just which combinations you go with. You go Salah, Jota, Trent. Do you go Salah, Trent, Robertson? Do you go Robertson, Trent, Jota? Do you bring in someone else, you know, like a Van Dijk or someone? And again, they've got a lot of fixtures in that double lineup as well. They've got FA Cup, Champions League, all that stuff. So it's a tough one. Will Salah play all of those games? You'd like to think so. Will he be off penalties now? He has missed a couple. It is a lot of just information that's still up in the air. But Liverpool players, very, very much needing to be in your team for game week 26 just because of the fixtures. But then, of course, keep in mind the blank for game week 27. We have Rafinha as well. I mean, Rafinha is injured at the moment. Well, he's picked up a knock or something, apparently. The news just came out. Again, wait for press conferences and stuff like that. But he doesn't have the greatest double game week at all with Liverpool and United. But I think he's still capable of scoring in either of those games. And then, you know, he's on penalties and stuff. You know, he might get a lucky penalty like he did against Chelsea. It could happen. And then Son is another player that, you know, you could think about bringing in. You know, has really nice fixtures coming up. He should be back now. He was pictured in training and everything. Southampton and Wolves, and then the double of City, Burnley, but then he has Leeds and Everton as well. So is it time to jump off Son or jump back on him, should I say? It is, again, just up for debate, but it's a tough one, but just simply because, you know, he should be back, but are there better options in that midfield? You know, Bruno Fernandes, who doesn't have a double but has a double in 25, which we're going to talk to in a second. There's the likes of De Bruyne, likes of Salah, Jota, all these players that, you know, have got really nice fixtures coming up. And then Bruno, again, doesn't double in 26, but does double in 25. So maybe if you are in a wildcard this week, you bring in Bruno, and then in game week 26 you just upgrade him to a Salah, and then you have Salah and you have Bruno for his double as well. So that might be a situation that a lot of people are going into like the next couple of weeks with. I think it's an okay option. You know, a lot of people are wanting to just jump on double game week players for 25, the likes of Brighton and United players, but then of course with all this double game week news in 26, it's difficult to kind of get your team ready for all of these different game weeks and stuff. But yeah, I think Bruno is still an option to think about for the next few weeks just because of that really nice double that he's got. And then again, maybe go into the Salah for game week 26, but again, Salah does blank in 27 as well as all your other Liverpool players. So if you do have triple Liverpool, they're all going to be on the bench in game week 27, which is why you don't really want to have more Arsenal players as well, because they're just not going to be able to play. So again, can't stress it enough. If you're not free hitting in 27, make sure you know what you're doing with your team, because there's a lot of blanks coming up. We also have up front Kane, King, and Edouard. You could obviously go with Dennis as well if you really wanted to, but they do double up in game week 27. They've got Villa and Crystal Palace, so okay fixtures there. You know, if you do bring in someone like Dennis or King, you'd like to think that they might hopefully get a couple of returns in those games because they're pretty good fixtures. Kane, just like Son, you know, are there better options to really bring in your team with these premiums? Like, would you rather have Bruno and Salah, or, you know, Salah and Son or someone instead of Kane up front? You know, strikers have been quite abysmal this season, and Kane is another player that has lost a lot of form. Again, has some nice fixtures coming up, but again, is he worth all that money? He's on penalties, do not forget, but there might be better options, like Edouard, who has really, really nice fixtures coming up. Really, really nice fixtures. He has Norwich, then Brentford, then has a double of Chelsea, then Watford, and then he has Burnley, and then Wolves. So really, really nice fixtures for Edouard. The only problem with him is he's a little bit of a minutes risk. Like, he played 67 against Liverpool, played 65 against Brighton, played 90 against West Ham, 90 against Norwich, where he scored a massive 14 points. But then 62, 90, 73, 23, 60. Like, it's a bit of a gamble with him. There are other striking options, the likes of Benteke, Ayew, all these other players that could play up front instead of him. I think he is the player in form at the moment for that Crystal Palace, and I think he is going to hopefully get more minutes because of that. But at the same time, if he doesn't, you know, if he does come off early and stuff, then, you know, be prepared, because that could potentially happen. But again, a nice double up in 26, just kind of around really, really nice fixtures in general. But yeah, like I say, this was just kind of a quick video to just shoot a couple of players onto the screen to kind of take a look at. Again, I'll do more extensive videos on this as we go through the game weeks. You know, game week 26, we haven't even started 24 yet. We've got 25 to go with that double, and then 26. Just thought I'd make the video just to kind of get an idea, because when we get a double game week announced in a few game weeks, you need to start preparing now, because your free transfers are very vital at this point. You know, do your wildcard, your bench boost, your triple captain, a lot of things that still need to be talked about. Either way, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try to 50 likes. Leave a comment. What are you doing with your Game Week 26 team? Subscribe if you're brand new. It's everything from me. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and until next time, peace.